Yo, people, welcome back to the YouTube channel. You already know what time it is. It's time for another watch-along. Bayern Munich versus Manchester City and Inter Milan versus Benfica. Big up your damn selves in the building. As always, smash up the likes. It's good to be back for another watch-along. Obviously, Champions League from this moment onwards is just it's just me watching. It's just me enjoying as a neutral. I've got no fight in this race. I've got no dog in this race. I'm just here to enjoy. I'm just here to watch some good football now. I don't really care who wins it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to think who's left over. Man City, Bayern Munich. Obviously, yesterday Real Madrid. We got AC Milan, probably Inter Milan as well, joining them with Benfica. We're most likely tonight to get a Milan derby semi-final unless Benfica throw up some crazy madness at the San Siro. And the same on the other side, Manchester City most likely going to go through as well to play against Real Madrid. So after that, I'm not really too bothered. We're going to get one Milan team in the semi-final and in the final, and we're going to get either Manchester City most likely or Real Madrid. I'm cool either way. I'm not really too bothered, so I'm good either way. But let's see the stress-free look. You're not used to it. Well, you better get used to it because my team don't play again until Wednesday, and even on Wednesday will be a stressful stream. Let's be real, because we have our game, but we also have Arsenal playing against Manchester City, and I'm looking forward to that. So it's gonna be a big day. FA Cup semi-finals are on the weekend as well. I'll be doing the Brighton versus Man United one on Sunday, 4:30 kickoff. So I'll be cheering those Seagulls all the way. But it'll be an interesting one. But yeah, no stress for me now. Hopefully my face will be able to rest, no wrinkles and whatnot. Let's see what you guys are telling me in the comments. I think in terms of predictions, to make this more interesting, I'm just going to go with the actual games being played tonight on an individual basis. I don't really want to ask you guys who is going to go through when both teams are 3-0 and 2-0 down on aggregate. I think that's a little bit of a pointless question. But yeah, lineups on your screen. No Lukaku today. He's on the bench for Inter Milan as usual. Doesn't usually start for them, so this is kind of normality now. He didn't start in the first leg either. And it's going to be interesting to see today how Bayern Munich even approach this. They're 3-0 down. Is it just all-out attack? It's going to be interesting, man. The tie is almost over, if it's not over already. So I don't really know. I don't really know what to expect today. Bayern Munich, I don't expect them to make a comeback. I would agree with that. I don't expect them to make a comeback at all. It would be nice if Bayern Munich got the first goal and made this interesting somewhat. Bayern to win, people are saying in the chat. Manchester City are playing a strong team. Stones is playing next to Rodri in that midfield, back three. And it's a strong team all the way through. There's no resting going on there from Pep. Every single person you'd expect to see in that team is in that team. There's no resting. There's no rotation. Obviously, they play Sheffield United at the weekend on Saturday. I'll be on DR Sports for that, for the Saturday football show. I think they kick off. What time do they kick off now at Wembley? They kick off at 4:45. So that's even a late kickoff. So I'm going to be there for the 3 o'clock kickoffs, but I won't be doing a watch along for that semi-final. But they're expected to win that. Sheffield United at the moment, it's not a team that Manchester City in this run of form should really be, drop into. I think they are currently second in the championship, so they are high flying. They are a very good championship team, and they're looking like they're going to be on the cusp of, I think actually 42 games played. They're already promoted. Is it right? Are we into the playoffs already in the championship? I haven't been keeping up. Hold on a second. No, we're not in the playoffs already. Sorry, 46 games. So there's 4 games to go. It looks like they're going to make it. They're going to get automatic promotion. And then it will be playoffs for the teams below. Let's see. Let's see what's being said. Tuchel hype. 4:45. Yeah, 4:45. Passed my theory today. First time gassed. If only Bayern Munich could come back now. Big up, bro. You've had a great day regardless. If you're needing a Bayern Munich comeback to make your day perfect, then I wouldn't bet on it. Do you know what I mean? Take what you've got and enjoy your day. Don't put too much stock in a Bayern Munich comeback. But a Bayern Munich win, it would be, listen, this was the plan from the get-go, that Bayern Munich would win this game so that, win the tie, so Manchester City could fully focus on the Premier League. But it appears we're not going to get that, you know. So now it's Alan Madrid. Although, to be honest, they're playing those 2 games. They may as well play the final after that. Who really cares? You know, they'll play the final after the Premier League season's over anyway. So it's not really going to make a massive effect. There's usually a whole week in between the last Premier League game and the Champions League final. Obviously, the Europa League final's got to be played, which is usually midweek, I think. And then obviously you've got Conference League as well, which I don't know what day they'll put that on. So them being in the semi-final now, they basically doesn't really matter. In terms of Premier League, they may as well get to the final, not get to the final. It doesn't really make any difference. So yeah, it's an interesting one. But yeah, on Saturday I won't be here for any 3 o'clock kickoffs. I will be on DR. Okay, let me take a look at the situation here. Obviously, Chelsea don't play this weekend. Let me get predictions from you guys as well. What was going on the Saturday anyway? Liverpool play Nottingham Forest at home. Fulham play Leeds, 12:30 kickoff. Palace versus Everton. Brentford versus Villa. Yeah, and then Leicester versus Wolves. Not too much mayhem going on there. All right, let's get predictions going for this. Let's get them going. Let me see. Enrique obviously today confirmed not in the running for the job, at least via Matt Law anyway. So it'll be interesting to get thoughts on that. Let's get a poll going here. So we've got, let's start with Manchester City versus Bayern. Well, Bayern versus Man City. Is there people still in this chat thinking of a comeback? Do you know what? I'll explain for me why there is no chance of that coming in a minute. Predictions. I've watched a lot of City this season. Predictions, and this is just for on the night, not the overall tie. So Bayern to win, City to win, or a draw. And this is just for tonight. That's why I'm adding the draw. Listen, we've been watching a lot of City this season. Been doing a lot of watch-alongs, watching a lot of games. If City do what I expect them to do, they're going to come here, and they're going to look to control the game, and they're going to just pass Bayern Munich to death. Now, Bayern Munich are a top team, so I expect them to try and regain a bit of possession. We're going to take a look at the stats from actually the last fixture as well, between these two last week, and just see what the possession stats are. But if Man City can control the game and can control the ball, then they will. And they'll just let the clock tick. You know, they'll let the clock come right down. And I don't expect Bayern Munich to get too many, unless the only thing is a lapse of concentration. Statistically, actually, do you know what? This goes right against the grain. It was 44% possession for Man City against Bayern Munich's 56% at the Etihad. Man City in that game maybe being more direct and actually just trying to score goals. Do you think they're going to play on the transition? They're supposed to control the game against Real Madrid last season as well. They are bottlers. I'd expect Man City to attempt to at least try and control the game. Pep plays counter-attack against Tuchel. Do you think he'll do that again tonight? Do you know what? With Hairline up top, maybe that's actually a fair point. Like with Hairline up top, maybe just go on the counter. You've got loads of space in behind. If Bayern Munich are going to play a high line, Upamecano in that first leg was really, really poor. Gave the ball away a lot. No Muller again in this team, but Choupo-Moting is back, so at least they have some sort of striker on the pitch. Coman and Sané on the wings again. Musiala 10. It's basically the same team that played against Manchester City at the Etihad in terms of players in certain positions. No Davies, of course, he comes out. Cancelo's in there, so it's almost the same team, bar a couple of changes, bar I think 2 changes. So you guys think they're going to play on the counter? Because I mean, what we're used to is Pep wanting to have control, especially in situations like this where they're 3-0 up. Man City have the ball, you don't have it, you can't score. Simple as that. That'll be their way of defending. Don't worry, they will go through. I'm sure they will go through. You think Bayern Munich will control the game today? Yeah, I think it's huge as well. I agree. Choupo-Moting being in this team is a big deal because now they have to have a focal point. Against Man City in the first leg, it was just Gnabry up top. And it was strange. They couldn't really... He was barely involved, Gnabry, in that game in the first leg. Sané was involved. Kingsley Coman was a bit frustrated on the flank, trying to cut inside, giving the ball away a bit sometimes as well. Musiala faded as the game went on. Turned out to be a pretty poor performance, unfortunately. I felt like they were just trying to go through him constantly, though. There was not really much else to it. Maybe too much pressure on young shoulders. But yeah, Gnabry was almost irrelevant. Yeah, 2 of the goals I would say were mistakes. Obviously, not closing down Rodri as well was a mistake, but probably didn't expect him to whack it in with his left foot into the top corner. But Upamecano was very error prone in that game. So if they can avoid the individual mistakes, that would be great as well. Is Mane in the squad? Is Mane in the squad? I don't think he is. Last time I heard, he would not be in the squad. I think he's been kind of pushed to the side. Oh wait, he is. Wait, no. Sorry, that's the previous game. I'm looking at the wrong game. 1 second. Mane. I don't think he is. No. Oh, wait. No, he is. He's on the bench. Mane's on the bench. Or is he suspended, you're saying? You're saying he's suspended. Hold on a second. Don't think he is he? Seeing him on the bench here. Mazraoui on the bench. Daley Blind, Sarr, Davies, Gnabry, Gravenberch, Ibrahimovic, Muller, Mane. Mane's on the bench. He's not suspended. Laporte on the bench as well. Gomez, Lewis, Rico Lewis, Carl Walker, Phillips, Palmer, Foden, Alvarez, Mahrez. A couple of young players as well. Ortega, Scott Carson. He's on the bench. He's on the bench today. He is just suspended for 1 game. He's on the bench today. Which game are you talking about? Was he suspended at the weekend? Oh, you mean suspended in terms of the whole fight with Sané? He must have been suspended for the weekend then. If I take a look at what happened at the weekend for Bayern Munich, he must have been suspended for the game at the weekend. They drew against Hoffenheim on the weekend. He didn't start. Gnabry started up top, and he was not on the bench yet. So he was suspended for the game against Hoffenheim at the weekend. So he did miss his game already for the clash with Sané. But he's back on the bench today. Big 300k fine, really. I didn't actually check out what happened there with the fine. So 300k, bloody hell. Probably a week's wages then. Week's wages. I think he's on about 300k, isn't he? He was suspended for their game in the league. Only 1 game suspension. And yeah, damn. That's insane. Okay, so appreciate it. Much appreciated. 1 minute motivation. Thank you, bro. Glad to have you on board. Muller said their aim is to be 1-0 up at half time, so they're going to be patient and not come out all guns blazing. Yeah, I think that's a good way to go about it. I think there's a lot of time on the clock, There's a lot of time on the clock, but you do have to kind of take the game in stages. You have to take the game in stages. You can't look at minute 1, we're 3-0 down, everybody go crazy. Set yourself targets. I think when you're 3-0 down, you set yourself a goal. You set yourself targets, and that's what it sounds like there. Half time, you want to be definitely leading the game. Can't be anything other than that. You've got a 3-0 deficit to overturn in 90 minutes. You want to be minimum 1-0 up at half time. Second half, you look for the next 2 goals, or vice versa, 2-0 up at half time and try and find another one in the second. But I think that's a fair approach. You're not going to go crazy in the first 10-15 minutes, potentially concede, and then you're really finished. You've got one of the most potent strikers, if not, to be honest, the most potent striker in Europe this season is Hairline. And he's waiting for any little chance, any little sniff, and he'll put it in the back of the net and make you 4-0 down in an instant. So it's going to be an interesting day. I felt like in that game in the Etihad as well, at Upamecano, he had a lot of responsibility on the ball to play the ball in between the lines. I think maybe it's actually on him as well. He actually wants to be this player that always plays the forward pass, always tries to find the ball, always tries to play the ball, in between the lines, into the midfielders, into the attackers, just straight. taking big gambles. But he's a very good passer of the ball. He did play some really good passes. And you sit there and you think to yourself, damn, he can really pass. He's a very good ball playing defender. But some of the mistakes and errors that he makes, the dilly-dallying, not just clearing your lines in that moment and turning back inside, and the next thing you know, it's another goal conceded. He doesn't need to iron that out of his game. I don't know how young he is. How old is Upamecano? Is he still fairly young, or is he at that age now where it's kind of just unacceptable? He's 24. He's not in his prime for a centre back, but he's getting to that age now, similar with how we had with Christensen as well. So it's getting to that age where you're like, okay, stop that now. You know, you need to kind of get that out of your system now. You're not a kid. Konate, contrary to belief, is 23, not 21. Chris Teta tried to sell us down the river. Bernardo versus Cancelo could be a massacre. Why? Is there beef between those two, or are you just saying because Cancelo is a former Man City player? Got Sane and Cancelo out there today for Bayern Munich. So, yeah, it should be interesting. I'm interested to see how long it takes for those two to swap flanks, Coman and Sane, if they actually stay on the flanks that they're at as well. Thabz is telling me to shut up, as per usual. This is all this guy does. Let's see. Salim attacks from Grizz Teta. It's funny how the Sharks become a puffer fish in the Champions League. I was deep in this, and I spoke about this with Miz after the live today for All You Can Eat Chelsea and Eunice. Usually when people tell me, oh, it could be Manchester City's year, I always err on the side of caution, because every year it's Manchester City's year. Every year people tell me it's Manchester City's year. They have the best squad. They have the most money spent. But this year I actually understand where people are coming from now. I'm inclined to agree. Especially now, yesterday, Real Madrid for me played with the handbrake on. They played in second gear, not even second gear. They played in first gear. I wouldn't look at Real Madrid yesterday and fully judge them off of that and expect them to play that against Manchester City. But over the two legs, a team as bad as us, I could have seen how we could have actually progressed, or at least made it a closer fight. I know we lost 4-0 in aggregate, so we can't shoot. But a team like Man City will take advantage of a lot of the moments that Real Madrid gave us, especially with Hairline up top. So I'm not saying they're definitely going to go through, because I think it's built within me now to never, ever rule out Real Madrid. But Manchester City are definitely favourites for that. And if they win that, I make them huge, landsliding favourites to win the final, because they'll be playing a Milan team in the final unless Benfica do something. Both the Milan teams are struggling in Serie A for consistency. They're not playing great. We beat AC Milan comfortably earlier on in the season. Inter Milan, they're decent, but I think they haven't won in their last 5 in Serie A. If Man City get a hold of one of them in the final, they're going to destroy them, I think. I think they'll beat them quite comfortably. So if they get past Real Madrid, I think it's done. That's how I see it. I think whoever wins that game is going to win it overall. And I think City are favourites. So unless they, completely butcher it like they did last year in the final minutes, they should really, they must. Fuck it, they must win the Champions League. Probably not going to get as big a opportunity as right now to do it. So you keep talking about giving Lukaku credit. This brother doesn't even play. Inter Milan played today, and he's on the bench. So just remember that, brother. Unless you want to give the Ryan Bertrands and Ross Turnbulls the credit when Chelsea won the Champions League as well in 2012. Actually, Ryan Bertrand actually started the finals. As a poor example. He won't even start the final if they make it. Let's see. Cancelo is weak defensively. We can get at him there. Well, Manchester City know Cancelo better than anybody, right? So if there's anyone who should know Cancelo and know how to take advantage of any weaknesses, it should be Bernardo Silva. It should be these players. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'm also looking forward to seeing Grealish, because Grealish has been exceptional in the last couple of games. And well, he's been exceptional this year since the World Cup. So I'm really looking forward to seeing him. He did score a penalty. Yes, I remember. He scored a penalty, Lukaku. But I don't think he scored from open play since 2 open play goals since August. Thank you. Yes, that's the statistic I was looking for. 2 open play goals since August. This is the guy that you want to run run lyrical about in the chat, Iceman. Insane. Okay, let's see. Training session for Madrid at the Rusty Bridge last night. AC Milan will beat Manchester City. Listen, if Man City don't win that final, if they make the final and they don't beat one of them Milan clubs, it will be one of the biggest bottlings of all time. Honestly, you know, it really will. That's real football heritage right there. If one of the previous Champions League winners from Italy can go and take it, that would be some severe bottling. They'll never live that one down, I must say. Thank you, appreciate it, bro. We won't be in Europe next year. That's definitely a bad joke there from you, Dan. You know exactly what you're doing. 3K followers and 50K likes on the TikTok. Yeah, indeed, brother. Indeed. Well done to us for that one. We're doing well. Let's see what else is going on. Let's see. Cup competition and Serie A is two different things. It's true. And we're seeing that because everybody had it, Napoli, to make it through. In fact, Napoli and Benfica, because Benfica are top of their league. Everybody had it on Napoli and Benfica to make it through to the semi-finals. And both of them look like they're going to be knocked out to the Milan clubs. And like I said, if you look at Serie A tonight, you take a look at that league table, it doesn't bode well for either of the two Milan clubs. AC Milan in fourth, no win in the last two draws in a row. But Inter Milan, even worse, in fifth with 4 defeats out of the last 5 in Serie A. They're one of the worst teams in Serie A on the last 5 games in terms of their form. Only Nice as well with 4 defeats out of the last 5 are equal in that. Everybody else has either drawn all their games or at least picked up 1 win in their last 5. So it's a really bad run of form that Inter Milan are on, and this is one of our potential semi-finalists. So it's insane. It really is. 11 defeats this season for them. Crazy, absolutely crazy. Let's see what the poll's saying for tonight only. Bayern Munich versus Manchester City predictions. You guys have got Man City to win 55% and 39% for Bayern Munich to win, 6% for a draw. Let's see. Crazy. Lice. Sorry, not Lice. Lice. Benfica hype. Well, Benfica, they've been playing well, and they're top of the league in Portugal. So, you know, they've had a really, really strong season. Let's get it to 100 likes, 100%. Let's get it up. 100%. Yeah, league and knockout is 2 different things. 100%. It's true. We've seen that many a time in our own history. We when we win it, both times we've won it, we've never been even in a title race, let alone performing. You know, we've not even been in a title race the both times we've won it. So, not the best team in England, and not the best team in Italy either. AC Milan are much more dangerous because they have the best goalkeeper. That's true. Maybe that's true. Could be like a Courtois situation in the final last year. Interesting. Very interesting. Love from Kenya. Rest in peace to Chelsea. Bayern Munich comeback from John Kennedy. HM's question. Will you admit City are bigger than Chelsea when they win the treble? No, I won't, because we still got 2 Champions Leagues. No, listen, if City win it, if they win the treble, I will be standing on the sidelines fairly disappointed, but because I don't want to see them win the treble. I think that's too far. But they'll be ahead of us on league titles and one Champions League down. I'd say from a cup competition standpoint, we are clearing them quite well. It's uncomfortable. It's definitely uncomfortable. It's uncomfy. But I'd say we're still slightly bigger. Fan base wise, we're bigger. Following wise, we're bigger. Global, all the global reach, all of that, we're all bigger on that front. And in trophies wise, we're bigger in terms of cup competitions. But leagues, they have overstepped us and they've done a treble. We've never done a treble. But you won't need to come to me for this Man City oil brother debate, because they are my brother. You know, I don't wish them too much harm. But Manchester United fans, That's for you to discuss with your noisy neighbors, because they're awfully noisy if they do the treble. So you don't. I'm the last person you need to come to if Man City win the treble. Go and chat to Manchester United fans. It's their city that's out of control. We never claim to run Manchester. We claim to run London, and that's it. We run London. What happens in Manchester and Liverpool is none of our concern. That is for you to sort out yourself, Manchester United fans, okay? You handle your own business. We've been running London for the last, 2 decades? And we're still running it, by the way, until Arsenal actually pick up something significant, whether you like it or not. So we're holding down the capital of the country with the most people. It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of stress. Yeah, you can lull all you like, but after the potential bottling of the league, we will still say it's blue. You know, you don't get any prizes for second place as much as you'd like to think so. But anyway, let's get back to the point. The point is that we run the most populated city in the country. We run London. It's a very difficult task. That's why we've capitulated this season into 11th, because there's so much stress of controlling the city's perimeters for 2 decades. Of course, we deserve our holiday in 11th. Of course, we deserve to have an off year. But if they don't step up in the off year and actually lift something significant that would make us angry, then obviously next year we just go back to normal status quo. But my point is we're very stressful. We're very stressed. We're very tired. So don't ask me about Manchester, because that's up to you. That's your responsibility. Okay? That's your responsibility. Manchester United fans, Man City fans, you can have that conversation up there. There's only 2 of you up there. You know, when it comes to running London, yeah, there's Arsenal, there's Tottenham, there's West Ham, there's Charlton, there's Leyton Orient, there's Millwall, there's Palace, there's Brentford, there's Fulham, if you want to get to the outskirts, you can with the Lutons and Watfords, but I won't go that far. The point is there's a lot of clubs here. So it's a very stressful time. It's been stressful. Very stressful. Can you imagine having to run that? So you have only got Manchester City and maybe Salford. So handle your business is what I'm telling you. Handle your business, because there's nothing to do with us. It's Tottenham. I don't know if I even mentioned them, right? So we're tired. Yeah, we're just jogging. We're just jogging this season. We're tired. We're tired. Very, very tired. So you handle it. Handle it up there. Do you know what I mean? Don't ask me about that. It is, bro. It's stress, bro. It's stress. You know, even Champions League this season, Tottenham didn't want to do nothing serious. We had to be the last London team to be in the competition again. It's stress. In our worst ever season, it's stress. It's very stressful. I actually encourage Arsenal to take the baton and actually go and do something serious this season and win a Premier League for the first time in 20 years. Go and actually take some stress off of our shoulders. We are awfully stressed. Please, go ahead. I dare you. I actually dare you. You see this narrative that I'm running? Yeah, it's wonderful, isn't it? Yo, it's insane. Thank you. It's true. Yes, they recognize us as the London club for the European success. Now, fair play to Tottenham. They're going to have a go-kart track, the biggest bar in all of stadiums history, you know. So, you know, they'll be recognized when the concerts and the NFL games and whatnot are staged, but that doesn't help the trophy cabinet. I am definitely feeling better, 100%. Yesterday is gone. I had my therapy session with my brothers and All You Can Eat Chelsea this morning. We move. Season's finished. I'll see you lot for 23-24. We're finished. Juju man, we'll see you back in the Champions League soon. Yeehaw. We're taking a break. Again, like I said, over to you now, my brother. You know, we've been in it. We've won it twice. We're tired. You know, we've been cheated sometimes. Barcelona. We've lost on penalties to United. We've done as much as we can do for a club that only started in 2003. We are awfully tired. What a 20 years it's been, right? We've done more than you in Europe in 20 years than you've done in your entire existence. So if you could just now take over for a season, try and not disgrace us as a city, that would be much appreciated. No more arse whoopings, right? Go in there, go get far and help us out. like I said, share the workload. Have you seen the Madrid video about Barcelona? I have seen it. Yeah, listen, Barcelona cheated. I don't know what you lot are talking about. Barcelona cheated they cheated, massively cheated. Let's be real here. They really did. They must have paid that referee. And we know that they've got a history of maybe paying referees. So let's be real here. It's a disgrace. It's a madness, honestly. Cap. Oh, goodness me. Goodness me. All right, cool. We've got predictions for the Bayern City game. Let me run a poll for Inter versus Benfica. And again, this is just predictions for the night. Oh, let's see. Anybody's going to back Benfica to win on the night or not? Man City won that poll. Kind of surprised a little bit, because if Man City go and slap Bayern Munich up again, then I'd be worried. If I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be very worried, because there is no need. Smash up the likes, guys. Let's get the likes to 200. We're sleeping. Big up your damn selves. Listen, if Manchester City slap up Bayern Munich tonight, then I would be very worried, because there is no need for them to do that. This would be unnecessary violence. Everything prior to this, every game prior to this, since their little patchy run in January, is understandable, right? They've needed to be violent. They've needed to smash teams up to prove their point that they're back, that they're going to win. If they go and do it tonight after being 3-0 up on aggregate, then there's something very wrong with them. There's something very wrong, and I would err with a side of caution about your game at the Etihad against them next week, because if they go and smash up Bayern Munich unprovoked, 3-0 up in their own backyard, unprovoked, say they come out of it with a 3-0 or 4-1, wash your hands quick. Wash your hands, because there's something very, very messed up going on there if that happens. There's no need for that. There's literally no need for it tonight. I'm expecting a calm, composed display. You know, even a little 1-0, whatever. But there's no need for violence today. I'm not expecting that. There's absolutely no need for it. Arsenal like a proud father to Chelsea. You did what we couldn't do in Europe. We are proud of you, son, but domestically you are our sons. All right. Well, I'm glad there's some balance. I'm glad you understand that we've done things that you haven't accomplished, and that you're willing to accept that. And I accept that you've done more than us domestically. I'm quite disappointed in us domestically, to be honest. We never retained the title since Mourinho. Every single title has just been an individual isolation. We've never actually dominated, to be honest. I don't really consider any domination for us. 3-4, 4-5, which is what Man City are doing. We haven't actually done that. So it's a shame. It's a shame we've not been able to dominate for a period. Too much drama. I won't put that up on screen to save you, Chelsea fan who wants Arsenal to win the league. All right? I won't put that on screen. I'll leave you anonymous for that. Well, you're not anonymous because you're in the chat and everyone can see you, but I'm not going to put you up on screen for the people at home who are just watching on their TV or watching on their devices away from the chat. And they don't need, especially if they're a Chelsea fan, they don't need to see betrayal. They don't need to see any betrayal in the chat, in the community. So I'm just going to just leave you there, fend for yourself in the chat with that opinion, but I'm not going to put you up on screen. I'm going to save you. Let's see. Oh God. And another one. You're just being an attention seeker, Iceman. I'm ignoring you. It's just petty. Maybe if you're not from London, then you wouldn't see why there's something there. But if you're from London and you went to school as a Chelsea fan in London, and you obviously know that most of the schools and most of the people in school were Arsenal fans, like it was heavy Arsenal. Back in school in London, this is what I'm saying. Rivalry comes from different places. If you don't get it, someone else will get it. If you don't understand why there's a disagreement between two clubs, someone will explain it to you. It's not about always battle of the bridge or, historically playing them in the Champions League continuously and having, if you didn't go to school in London and you didn't see Arsenal fans constantly everywhere around you to the point where it's just insufferable, right? There were quite a lot of Man United fans as well. Maybe Liverpool, but not so much Liverpool. Not so much Liverpool. And definitely not Tottenham. Because Tottenham, you'd be hard-pressed finding a Tottenham fan regardless of where you are. But in terms of Arsenal, they are everywhere. So it's just the banter. It's just the banter that comes with that. It's just the arguments that come from that. And over time, over years, you develop a dislike, a disdain for the club. Not just based on the history of the rivalry or the players that played for them, but also just based on rivalry in social situations. So that's where it comes from. The good old days, as they call it. So that's where it comes from. But an older Chelsea fan will probably tell you, they'll probably tell you stories about where that comes from and why that's even deeper than you understand. Obviously, the last 20 years in terms of fighting for trophies, it's not that deep. We destroyed them with Drogba. That was almost a joke to us. And then recently now they've been beating us. And there's never really been, that serious beef where we've come up against them continuously for the league or we've come up against them in the Champions League. But we've had our FA Cup finals. We've had our Carabao Cup finals. We've had our Drogba moments. And that's that really. But, I always say it. I went to the Emirates. It was a 0-0. It was a library game. I'm not going to lie. It was an awful match. It wasn't hostile. There was a bit of cheeky banter back and forth. We don't like you, red-tete. Go to Tottenham. That's actually toxic. Actually toxic. Real deep hatred. Like entrenched in the fibers, in the bones. So I always say that, yeah, Tottenham is definitely a bigger one for the Chelsea fans, and then Arsenal comes in second. But some Chelsea fans will tell you they absolutely hate Arsenal. Absolutely hate Arsenal. So it just depends. It just depends. But one thing Chelsea and Arsenal fans agree on is that we hate Tottenham, and that's something we agree on. Growing up in the US, I was the only Arsenal fan in a school full of Chelsea and Tottenham. This was back in 2014. It was horrible. Surprised there's a lot of Tottenham. Where'd you grow up? Really surprised. Am I going to the US summer tour? I will be in the US in New York. I won't be there, I don't think, when the tour happens because I have to be back here. So I don't think I will be there for the tour unless the dates overlap, but I doubt they will. And even if they do, I'm on the East Coast and Chelsea are on the West Coast, which is a whole flight away. So Chelsea are going to be in the West Coast for preseason, and I'll be on the East Coast. So I don't think I'll see them. But that's for the overseas fans anyway, who wouldn't get to see them regularly. I don't need to see Chelsea in the US. I see them at home, unfortunately, aplenty. They're very close. They're very close to me, like about 35 minutes from the stadium. Let's see. Yes, I remember this as well when we lost in the FA Cup final to them. They beat us. I think Aubameyang scored. I was in my auntie's. She's an Arsenal fan. That hurt like hell. Damn right. Pulisic got injured that game. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's these moments here. It's these moments that build rivalry even more, These are the moments. These are the moments. Will we hear the Champions League anthem tonight? I hope so. I hope so. We didn't hear it last night. I don't know why. I don't know why. I have no idea why. I don't know why we didn't hear the Champions League anthem last night. At Stamford Bridge, the Champions League anthem did not play. Now, I don't know how I'm meant to take that because I'm quite offended. I'm quite offended, to be honest, that they didn't play the song. It's our last one, and they didn't play it. So I don't really know what's going on there. Yep, I'll do Tottenham versus Man United watch-along next week. Yep. They're playing on Thursday, is it? Obviously, maybe the day after the City Arsenal. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. Big top four clash, that one. And Newcastle play Tottenham, I think, soon as well, do they? So there's a lot of... Listen, in terms of the top four, there's some big fixtures coming up. We already saw Newcastle go to Villa Park and lose. There's many more coming. Man United, I think, play Villa. Newcastle have got to play a few others as well. Villa have got to play everyone. Tottenham, Man United, some big games, man. Big games in that top 4 race. Oh, okay. So they are on the East Coast. Oh, okay, fair enough. I thought they were on the West Coast. I think the dates probably won't even line up, but we'll see. Probably not. Let's see. You don't see Tottenham beating us. All right. Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, I don't. You never expect Tottenham to do anything this season, but they still managed to get wins from somewhere. That's why they're in the position they're in, where they're even a contender for top 4. I don't know where they pick up these wins from. I very rarely see good performances from them, but they always seem to pick up wins. So can't completely rule them out of doing something. They beat Manchester City. I don't know how they did that. I know they got a great record against them, but I really don't know how they did that. I really don't. It's insane. Predicted score. For Bayern Munich versus City, I'm going to go with, based on those lineups as well, same lineup as, well, a couple changes for Bayern. City very strong. I'm going to go over 1-1 for Bayern Munich versus City. I don't think City will let them out of their clutches. I think City will manage the game. If they go a goal down, I think they'll turn it up a notch. I think Haaland, you know, when Haaland's on the pitch, you can't really go against City to score a goal. You know, keeping a clean sheet against Man City is almost unheard of. And I think Bayern will put some pride back on the badge and try and, you know, manifest something. But I don't expect it to be this really entertaining game. I really don't. I think Man City are the team that you look to for entertainment a lot of the time. They've already got the job done. Tuchel at Bayern Munich is still trying to get things together. They drew at the weekend. They're not in great form. They were knocked out of the cup, etc. So he's still trying to put things together. The whole Sane and Mane thing, like, I think it will just be a 1-1. I'm just going to rub it off as a 1-1. And in the other game, Inter Milan versus Benfica. I think that's going to be a good game. I'm going to go with Inter Milan to lose that 2-1 at home, but still go through. I think Inter Milan will go through, but I think they're going to lose 2-1. I think it's going to be really, really close in terms of the last few minutes, really nervy and edgy as they crawl over the line. I'm going to go 2-1 Benfica. That's what I'm going to go with for that. Yeah, hopefully no extra time, because I got another stream after this on BR, and we don't need to be going until midnight on some madness. All right, let's see. I'm happy for him. I would be worried if he didn't. I think that, I don't know if that's actually even correct stat, but you know, I'm pretty sure that is definitely incorrect. He doesn't, because Haaland does, and he doesn't have Haaland stats, but yeah, he's probably got more goals than all of our attackers. I mean, let's look at his stats. He's got 3 goals in 18 this season, 3 in the Champions League in 4, 1 in 2 in the Copa. So that's 7, 2. Yeah, he's got 7 goals this season. 7 goals in 25 games. 7 goals in 24 games. So, not bad by our standards, but still not great. I don't know if that's correct about Poch becoming the favourite, unless that's just come out now. Let's take a look at the news. A couple of minutes until kickoff. Let's see what's going on. Poch the favourite. That would be surprising. Chelsea have doubts over Luis Enrique after he made several demands during talks. That was the latest on that. There are already 3 additions into the squad next season: Nkuku, Gusto, and Levi Colwell. Ian Maatson not on that list. Note that in your head. He's probably going to be sold. I think clubs will be willing to pay about 30 million potentially for Ian Maatson, maybe 25, 30 million. Maybe 25, 20 if we put a buyback on it or we put something on it. But with Cucurella, who just only come in last year, and Chilwell, he's probably not going to stay. But I did that in my predictions video. Unfortunately, I did say Ian Matson would probably have to be sold. That was my prediction for the next season squad, and Colwell was there to stay. So hopefully, at least it's accurate. Sources have spoken of panic raising funds for FFP, and there have been suggestions that almost every player could be up for sale. That is nothing but sheer fear mongering from Jacob Steinberg, in my opinion. Not every player is up for sale. It's bullshit. We've literally signed half the squad this season. So why would they be up for sale when they've only signed in January, some of them, 9 players, whatever it was. So that's just foolishness. And I don't think they have fears raising money for FFP, because we need to raise, according to the Athletic, around about 100 million. And Chelsea can raise 100 million from player sales by clicking their fingers like that. That's how easy it is to raise 100 million on player sales. We've got so many players to sell, so much market value. Even with high wages, you can sell these people at a cut price and get 100 million in about a week of sales. So I don't think they're worried about that. They just need to actually go and do it. They need to sell players. And I think Paul Winstanley was reportedly going to be on that for player sales. He was going to be tasked with that alongside Lawrence Stewart. They'll be leading the player sales. Chelsea will be looking to get rid of 10 players before the new manager even steps through the door in June, late June, or whenever they walk in, early June. So mid-June, I don't know when it is, but yeah, that's the plan. Not seeing anything about Poch being the favourite. So yeah, I think he's obviously a candidate, but I don't expect anybody to be the favourite other than Nagelsmann. They'll want to leave, some of them, because they'll want to play games. So I know they're on big wages. I hear you. But the 100 million is easy to make. You can make 100 million in about 3 or 4 sales. Mason Mount, if he's one of them, that's almost half the money. So that's my point. Liverpool fans asking for discounts. Today, I need you all to feel Portuguese. Why do you really want Benfica to go through? Are you a Benfica fan? Ian Matson is a quality player. I agree. I think he's going to be a really, really good player. Yeah, I think Poch will do a great job. The only issue with Poch is, once again, like I said, it's just where he's coming from in Spurs. If he didn't have Spurs badge on his CV and it was another club, everybody would be more inclined to give him a chance, you know. But at this point, I don't really care, you know. If it's Poch, great. Although I worry about him, even not from a managerial standpoint, just the fans in the stadium. And if it's Nagelsmann, we move. You know, Nagelsmann is a good coach. So I've got my questions about Nagelsmann, but there's questions about all of them. I said it from the get-go. Even Poch. Poch is not perfect. The only perfect option here is like Pep, you know. So none of these options, well, Pep's not an option, but you know, if Pep was an option, that would be your perfect option. A generational manager. None of these managers are generational. None of them are the GOATs. They've all got flaws in their game, so it doesn't really matter too much. Just, you know, who you appoint out of these guys, Enrique, Nagelsmann, Poch, who you appoint out of them, in my opinion, is not too important. Obviously, I have my preference and I have who I prefer and who I would say I would like, but I don't rate any one of them so highly and any of them so low that I'm really going to kick up a fuss, right? It's not like appointing Lampard when you had Enrique or something, you know, it's not like that. But what you put around them is absolutely critical. You know, the environment that you create around them is crucial, whether it's stable, whether or not you've given them too many players, not enough players, you know, all of these things. So that's more what I'm concerned about. Get the person appointed that you want. That is obviously going to be a top option as well, which is what we're dealing with these names. And then serious options. And then after we've done that, then you need to focus on their environment and what's around them and making it as stable as possible with limited chopping and changing going forward. And then we might see some results. Because this season's been an absolute mess. And once we have that, then it's just you know, praise and critique as we go along, as per usual. No, I would not take Conte back. No. Ten Hag would have been on the list as well. He's a very very good manager. Very, very good manager. He would have been on this list with these guys as well. You know, if he was available, I'm sure he would have been on this list with these guys. And he would have been high up on that list as well, I'm sure. They've all got the similar credentials and similar questions and queries on their head in terms of how can they do it, you know, at this level of the Premier League, as competitive as it is. Let's see. Oh, you support AC Milan. Do you not want to play your rivals in the semi-final of the Champions League? If I was a AC Milan fan, I'd be relishing the opportunity to take on Inter Milan. Fuck it. Go for it. That's a big moment in Italian football history. It's been a while, man. When was the last time you guys played each other in the Champions League? Probably 2002, 3, early years of the 2000s. It's been a long time. I'd embrace it. I've said it already. I miss the games where we used to play Liverpool in the Champions League. Chelsea versus Liverpool in the Champions League used to be football heritage. I love that stuff. I love it. Bring me Manchester, not Man City. This doesn't really feel the same. Give me Liverpool in the Champions League any day of the week in the knockouts. I'd love it. Give me Liverpool. Give me Man United. Give me Arsenal. The original top four. Give me it. It doesn't feel quite the same with the Tottenham and City. They're new additions to the top four, become now the top six. But give me anyone in the original four, the top four from the early 2000s and mid 2000s and the original top four. Give me any one of them teams in the Champions League. I will take it because those are great games. They're great games by default. Chelsea versus Arsenal Champions League, that doesn't happen very often. Hasn't happened really since Wayne Bridge, but that would be a great game. Home and away. Arsenal, Champions League. Can you imagine? It would be fantastic. Obviously not in our current state. I'm just saying in general. Same with Liverpool. Same with Man United. It'd be brilliant. The rivalry online and in real life with these fans and these clubs. It would be fantastic. I'd be there no matter what. So much at stake. So much stress. So much pressure. So much to prove. I don't bring up Tottenham because it's Tottenham. If you it's just they shouldn't. They've just not done anything of significance to be really bringing them up. To be honest, Game's kicked off. Time is going up on screen. That's way over the top. That time is nowhere near accurate. Game's about to kick off. It's not kicked off yet. Okay, let's see. It's all kicking off now. Let's get this. Brilliant stadium, the Allianz Arena. Quality stadium. Let's get kickoff going. Let's go. Bayern getting slapped. You think they'll win this game? I would love it as a United fan. Facts. Nah, I just left out Spurs. Opinion on Lampard. I've given it literally everywhere I've gone. At the end of the day, it's an interim, you know. We just have to get through it. But he probably should either go back to punditry or go and do his badges, finish off his badges, or go and learn under a top manager as an assistant. Those would be the options, I would say. Wouldn't go into another job after that record I've seen in the last 20 fixtures. Unless you're going to the championship, go there. All right, game's kicked off. Yeah, there's a bit of a delay, it feels. I don't know if the game, if there was actually a delay to the real kickoff or what happened, but it does feel like a bit of a delay. Definitely does. Big up everybody in the building. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're making moves to that 50k before the end of the season. The road to 50k continues. So Mazzolini, lots of content coming up. Every game of serious significance is coming. Players being switched now. Coman's actually on the right flank to start off with. Sane's on the left. So I did ask actually pre-kickoff, how long is it going to take for Coman and Sane to swap flanks? Maybe they just didn't even start on the flanks that I thought they would, according to the graphic. It looked like Sane was going to play right wing on the apps, on the graphic that was online, but it looks like Sane started on the left wing. So it's going to be Sane and Cancelo on the left. And I'm quite happy about that because it's obviously Cancelo as a left back is going to cut inside on his favoured right foot, and Sane can hold the width on his left. So I think there's a lot more balance on the left-hand side as opposed to playing Coman, who's going to want to cut in, and Cancelo cutting in alongside him. No one to hold the width. So I like that. Coman put the ball in with the right foot there. Let's see. Here's Sane. Oh. Well done. Cancelo. You know, if Cancelo was to score against Man City, I'd love it. I really would. Cancelo and Sane to get a goal each. I think I'd love it, and I think we deserve it. Just for the carnage. I just want to see the absolute carnage and the stress on Pep's face. And also, I mean, if Tuchel did the unthinkable today and did a comeback, it would almost feel like a victory for me on the big six, because I'd just be able to just troll Said, and I'd have a lot of fun doing that. I'm not going to lie. It'd be absolutely hilarious. And what a humble it would be as well for Hugh and Big Steve and everyone. It would be madness. Mane's on the bench, yeah. So Bayern Munich playing out the back at the moment with De Ligt. Here's Sommer. Bayern Munich playing out from the back. Taking big risks. Sommer's going to go, and the clearance has been intercepted, but then the first touch is not strong. Here comes Bayern Munich here with Coman out to Pavard. Here is Cancelo on the left-hand side. He's going to have no shortage of motivation to put in a performance against his parent club tonight. Here's De Ligt to Upamecano. Oh, for God's sake, what kind of pass is that? Choupo-Moting. It's a terrible pass. Without pressure as well. Today, we obviously speak German. I hope Bayern Munich can do something crazy, but there's no expectation. Here's Akanji on the right. Ake has been incredible this season. Be keeping eyes on him, on Coman, but he's been doing the business. He's on the ball now. Good switch of play from Akanji. Let's see now. How good was Akanji at Dortmund? I always heard that he was good on the ball, but he had a little mistake in him here and there. But I never would have thought that Man City would have made a move for him. I'm thinking injuries was the reason, was it, that they went in for Akanji? I think maybe Diaz was out, Stones, Laporte, all injured or something like that. And they only had Ake. They needed to get an emergency centre back in. They went and got Akanji. But I'd never really heard too much about Akanji before the Man City move. And I didn't hear him in high regard too much. The ref looks like Trossard. Today I feel more than you can believe. Big up Midway. Five minutes, 30 seconds gone. Little update, Jude. Instead of Hey Jude, we're now getting Hey Mace in the chat from Grizz. Hey. Six minutes. But yeah, we're now getting Hey Mace. So a little bit of a downgrade. Because personal terms are agreed. We also got a Hey Gravenberch a couple days ago. I'm guessing that's Gravenberch personal terms agreed as well. I think those are the two players' personal terms are agreed. We know Gravenberch is not exactly the most happy at Bayern Munich with the minutes he's getting. Hey Mace. From Hey Jude to Hey Mace. The fall from grace is nuts. De Bruyne just took a little push to the back there. Took a little push to the back. 7 minutes. Man City in possession. Here's Diaz. Here's Akanji. Going to play it left to Ake. Ooh, I think that just went out of play. If it didn't, Choupo-Moting would have been in. Would have been in. If Liverpool pay 80 million, then happy days. Do you know what I mean? Like, not happy days, because I don't want Mason to actually leave, but I'd prefer they pay that money for Gallagher. But it's just a lot of money to pay, you know, for someone in the last year of their contract. I don't know how much we're going to end up charging. Has to be minimum to a rival 50 million. Minimum. If it's any less than that, then Lord Jesus, we've been scammed. Here comes Coman on the right-hand side. Ball in. Ooh. Here's Sane. Bayern Munich trying to turn up the smoke. Cross into the box over Choupo-Moting. Here comes Silva. Here's Sane. Oi! Late. De Bruyne. I'm loving these matchups. De Bruyne out of play. Sane against his old club. Cancelo against his old club. I'm loving the matchups on that left-hand side. Loving the matchups. We've got Akanji and Silva versus Cancelo and Sane. Goretzka alongside Kimmich there. I think Bayern Munich need to get another midfielder. I think they need another midfielder, man. Just to keep Goretzka on his toes. Not even, maybe even to bench him. Definitely need a striker as well. Do you know, the more I deep it, I actually can't believe Bayern Munich sold, or they let go of Lewandowski because he wanted to leave, obviously. They let him go and they didn't replace him. Like, what kind of incompetency is that? I know they brought in Mane, but Mane was only a striker for 6 months. Before that, he was a winger. So, kind of surprised they didn't bring in someone else on top of that. He's not really like you can't really say he's like a fully formed striker yet. He's only played in the role for 6 months at Liverpool. Before that, he's always been a winger. So very risky. You feel Italian? Bumba, hold on a second. Oh, God. Barella. Let me get this goal up. Oh, you guys, man. All I see is somebody in the chat. I feel Italian. Oh, my goodness. Well, I guess that tie is over. So over. Wow. It's that easy, eh? It's that easy. Let's take a look at it. God grief. Yeah, Benfica in possession after conceding that goal. Damn. Celebrations at the San Siro. 1-0 to Inter Milan. 1-0. Barella with the goal. Well, that's that tie done. That really is that tie done now. 3-0 on aggregate. 3-0 on aggregate. Lovely goal from Barella. What were the predictions? Can I just close that poll? Inter Milan win 76%. Let's close that. Let's close that poll before people start trying to get involved. Let's close that poll right away. Let's close that now. Wow. Crazy. Barella. Wow. Easy as you like for Inter Milan. Manchester City here. It's a great strike, is it? Left foot. Let's take a look at this goal, actually. Transpired down the... Is it the right-hand side? Yeah. Yeah, he just chopped back into his left foot and stuck it right in the top corner. It's a great goal. Brilliant goal from Barella. Really good strike. He's curled it right into the top corner there on his left. Vibing it, just playing at the moment out of the press. Really good goal. That's that tie done, I think, now. They lost it in midfield, Benfica. And then it was simple from there. Wow. What a strike. What a strike. It looks like it will be a Milan derby in the semi-final. I look forward to it. I really do. Get our Italian football in before then as well. Here we are. Whew. 13 minutes gone. Manchester City. Just currently in a mid-block with Upamecano, Pavard, over to De Ligt. Bernardo Silva pressing. Upamecano's going to get sent back to Sommer. Man City not pressing the centre-backs too much apart from Silva on De Ligt, but Grealish covering off that Upamecano pass. Critical detail in his press on Upamecano in the first leg, covering the passing lane to Pavard. Pressing from an angle. Here's Bernardo Silva now. It's isolated. He's got two players on him. He's somehow managed to get past both of them. Brilliant play from Bernardo Silva into the box, and Sommer does really well to get down. Stop that from coming across from De Bruyne. But yeah, really good play from Bernardo Silva. Brilliant play. Sommer's alert. Gundogan was there, waiting. Yeah, Silva's very silky, man. Silva, you can see why Pep... Listen, Pep, if Pep sees that a player doesn't want to be there, he's very quick to get rid of them. Look what happened to Cancelo. Look what happened to Ferran Torres. Look what happened to all of these players. But when it comes to Bernardo Silva, he's been very, very coy and very cautious and very quick to try and keep him for Man City for as long as possible, even though we knew Barcelona wanted him and he wanted to go back to Spain. And that just goes to show you how important he sees Bernardo Silva tactically, where he can play him in a midfield 2, he can play him on the right wing, play him in the 10, play him as an 8. He can play him in so many different positions. He's so tactically intelligent. He understands all of these roles basically borderline to perfection. Cancelo, he didn't really give a shit in January because I guess he was always planning maybe to go with this back 3 with Ake, Laporte interchanging on the left side and then tucking in Stones after seeing that Rico Lewis maybe just couldn't do the work defensively needed 1v1. He was getting cooked a little bit at times by even Lewis Hall. So he maybe already had this in the pipeline as a tactic. And Cancelo can't play where Ake plays. He can invert on the left back position, but defensively he's not good enough like Ake to play the left side defensive role. So maybe this was always his plan. That's why maybe he's so quick to get rid of him. Obviously, Cancelo wasn't getting minutes, which is why he was angry in the first place. Chipper Motang's just had a big chance, and he's missed it. And that is that Chipper Motang or was it Sane? Don't tell me that was Sane. Do not tell me for the life of me that was Leroy Sane. No way. No, it was. Fuck. Oh my days. What a chance. Leroy Sane, you got to score. Oh, that would have been perfect. You have to take that chance. Oh my days, man. I would have trusted him in that position to score as well. Even Pep's puffing out his cheeks, man. Fuck. I would have trusted him to score that. I really would have. You know how highly I rate Leroy Sané, guys. I'm fuming with that. What an opportunity, man. 16 minutes in, could have been 1-0 up. Here's De Bruyne. He didn't quite get that pass right to Gundogan, sorry. What? I can't believe it. What chance. Can you imagine 1-0 up? 16 minutes in. Big. Game on. I wonder what Mane's face is looking like right now. Must be fuming. Must be absolutely fuming. Oh, why am I seeing Upamecano's name in that chat again? Don't tell me this brother has gone and done it again. Do not tell me this, because I will not forgive him. Here come Man City on the attack. Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, it's Hairline. It's Hairline. Oh, Upamecano's going to get himself sent off, you absolute bozo. Oh, my God. You see what I'm saying about this guy? Nah, I'm washing my hands. Nah. I don't want to talk about it. I'm actually fuming. Don't even talk to me about this. Don't even talk to me about this guy ever in your life again. I am at free will to slander this guy as much as I want. This guy is a fucking fraud. This is ridiculous. What is wrong with this guy? Offside. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, we're getting away with it. We're getting away with it. He's still a fraud, by the way. He's still a fraud. He's still a fraud. Thank God. Thank God for the offside flag. He's not, bruv. This guy is insane. Wow. Thank God for the flag, because that's a red card. He's still a fraud. You know, that's a red card, you know. That is a red card. So he's lucky that the offside flag came, because otherwise he'd be finished. He would be finished on these streets. I'd still hook him, you know. I think Tuchel needs to see that as a red flag and hook him off that pitch right now. Here's Coman. Oi, look at this. Explosive. Free kick. Good lad. You need to see that as your sign. You need to see that as a sign in life, Tuchel. Hook this boy. You need to take him off this pitch, because if you don't, you're going to pay. You need to take him off this pitch. Upamecano's heart rate is probably expected 100 beats per second right now. 100 beats expected per second. This guy is so lucky. He's so lucky that he's still on this pitch. What you need to do now, Upamecano, is you need to score to make it up to us. Because right now, you're looking like a fraud. You're looking like a fraud. Oh, good save. What a save from Edison. Big save. They just took the free kick as a shot. Try and catch him out. Good save. Leroy Sané going for that inside near post. Fofana is clear. Saliba is clear. Konate is clear. All of them are clear. All of them are clear. I'm taking all of them over this guy. I'm taking Konate. I'm taking them all. Here's Cancelo. Here's De Ligt. De Ligt's going to switch it. Headed away. Here we go. Musiala, play the pass. Well done. Here's Coman. Crossed in, headed away. Goretzka. Oh my Christ, this guy's kicked it. I don't even know how that's even stayed on the pitch. Somehow. I don't know what that was from Goretzka. Where is Muller when you need him? Don't know where Muller is, man. Here's De Ligt now. Come on. Get out of this press. Look at Man City pressing in that 5 there now. They're going to get out of it, Musiala. Win that, Coman. Nice. Here's Musiala. Play it in behind. Quick. Good. Coman. Come on. Oh, Ake slipped. Yes. Goretzka, this guy. I don't know who he's beefing in the crowd behind that goal, but you need to sort out the beef because there's no reason for you to be aiming for this person every time you take a shot. This guy is beefing somebody in the crowd. His op is in the crowd. What kind of strike is that? Oh my days, this guy's playing against us. Here's Ake. De Bruyne. Whoa. Today, I'm feeling Bayern Munich. Do you understand? I'm feeling German. I don't know what these lot are doing. I don't know what Goretzka's doing with his life. I'm not going to lie to you. Here's Grealish. Clear it. Good. Oh. It's the only time I can get away with having red in my background. German Gallagher. Yeah. Get linked to Liverpool. Started tanking his stocks. If Muller is up there, Bayern will be 2-0 up already. Bro, get Muller on. We need goals. What's going on? Get Muller up there. Here's Hairline. Oh, gets it out to Bernardo in the clunkiest way possible. Bernardo. Woo! Damn. Stones. Oh, shit. Stones. Jonathan Stones. Did you not see that from John Stones? General John Stones. That was insane. What a baller he is. What a player John Stones is. He's Messi now. That was fantastic. Is that even offside? Oh, yeah, it's a foot offside. Wow. So close. Yeah, he's offside. Upamecano. Not that he would have known when he fouled him. Got himself sent off. Here's Bernardo. Is he? Oh, Bernardo. Oh, Bernardo. Oh, he's got all the skills to pay the bills. Ah, I should not have touched it. He's got the skills to pay the bills. Bernardo Silva. What a baller. What a baller. John Stones has come such a long way, man. He used to be playing under Roberto Martinez at Everton, playing out from the back at all costs, in getting himself into the most dangerous situations in defense. The new modern type of defender. In fact, funnily enough, we wanted John Stones before we went to Man City. If you guys remember, Jose Mourinho really wanted to buy John Stones, and we didn't get the deal done because we always struggled with Everton in terms of negotiations. Here's De Bruyne. Oh, that's a brilliant pass. Here's Grealish. Ake. Shot. Ooh! Ah, just wide. How much would Bernardo cost? I wouldn't say that much. No, the figure you put up is insane. How old is he? He's in his prime, isn't he? What is he? 26, 7? We'll take a look. Depends how long is on his contract as well. Main factor that you have to look at, not just he's 28. I don't think his contract is that long because he's been trying to leave for a while. And it means he hasn't signed a new contract. I'm going to guess that his contract runs out in 2025. Oh, maybe 2024. Maybe. Runs out in 2020. Signed a 6-year deal. Bayern Munich just building out from the back. As long as I turn around and I don't see any foolishness. And yeah, listen, I don't get to watch Upamecano every week, but every time I do watch him, he does stupid shit. Here's Bernardo Silva's contract, 2025. 2025. So he's still got quite a lot of time left. I'd say about Man City will want minimum. I think they'll be looking for about 70 million, 70. Still got a lot of time on his. Well, he's still got 2 years on his contract, maybe 65, 70, I think, minimum. In today's market, with what you're seeing go for that kind of money. Then again, what is he, 28? Is he? If I was City, I'd want. It's not a lot. It's not 2 years. Is not a lot. You're right. I'd want minimum. He's a great player, man. He's a great player. I'm not gonna lie. I'd want 65 for him minimum. I want 65 if I was them. He's a quality player, man. You're talking about one of the top players. One of the top players. You gotta be trying to get minimum 65 for that kind of player, man. It's too good. Too good. It's proper player. Because whatever team he goes into, he's elevating them straight away. He's a top player. Milan derby is on. I think so. Guys. I think so. So it's 2-0. No, still 1-0. Was it 2-0? Oh, here come Bayern Munich. Go on. Ball in. Nice. Oh. Tuchel needs to get Muller on this pitch. I need goals, brother. I need goals, man. We came here looking for goals, brother. 30 minutes gone. Bernardo Silva. If they just need to get a goal before halftime, just like Müller said. But they need to get a goal before halftime. If they don't get a goal before halftime, they're leaving themselves too much to do. They got 15 minutes to try and get themselves a goal. They really need to get one. They should have one already. Some bad chances have been missed. Good play. Interception there. Well done. Play it. Oh, come on. Could have easily played that forward if you just looked up. Here's Goretzka. Nice. That's better. Play it forward, man. Play it forward again. Good. Goretzka again. Let's go. Don't have to ask. Good. Round the corner. Mancano, De Ligt, left side. Go to Cancelo now. Good. It's good play. Here's Musiala. Cancelo. Good. Just circulating the ball. Bayern Munich. Here's Choupo-Moting. There's not many options for Kimmich when he's on the ball. He needs to come deeper. How the hell has he managed to get that through there? Jesus. Someone else needs to drop in there, man, and give another option. Grealish. Grealish passing it to John Cena. City update. City, listen, they're managing it at the moment. You know, Bayern Munich have had a couple of big chances, but the big chance was Sane. That was the one. Sane was a big chance, man. City switched off, but they didn't capitalize. Bayern Munich, but City are handling it. It's 0-0, so from a City standpoint, you can't be worried because you're still 3-0 up on aggregate. If you can get to half time at 0-0, it's not like as if you're constantly under the cosh. It's an even game in terms of, you know, proceedings. You know, Bayern Munich have got more possession, but that's because City are happy for them to have possession. They're not too bothered. But it's they've got the game under control. Like Bayern Munich are not just coming with wave of attack. So yeah, I think at the moment City will be okay with this. They've done their job in the first leg, so if it keeps going like this, job done. Even if they concede one in the second half and lose 1-0, it's calm. It's calm. They just need to get to half time, I think, with clean sheet, and I think that'll be it. Benfica have scored. Benfica have scored. What am I hearing? I'm hearing from the reporters in the chat that Benfica have done something mad. I'm trying to get there as quickly as I can. Oh, fuck. Penalty for City. Oh, what is going on? Hold on a second. We'll get that Benfica goal in just a second. Is it who's giving away the penalty? Who's giving away the penalty? Who has given away the penalty? Hold on a second. Benfica have scored. I can confirm Benfica have scored. Benfica have scored, guys. Don't know where this penalty shout in the City game is coming from. Benfica have scored. Man City have been given a penalty. I don't know why. Upamecano again. Upamecano has been booked. He's been booked for giving away a penalty. I'm not really sure where the penalties come from. It didn't look like anything wrong to me. But Upamecano has been booked. Man City have got a penalty. Benfica have scored. Yeah? Oh, we're tired. Fuck's sake. Never a pen. They paid him. They're cheating. I hate City. I'm not really sure how that's a pen, to be honest. Even my Upamecano agenda cannot understand. Hairline is going to take this. This wraps up the tie. This wraps up the tie. Really, really does wrap up the tie if he scores this. Wraps up the tie. Benfica have equalised. Hairline to send Manchester City through. Oh! Oh, wow. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where, babe? Hi, Salah. Hi. You got beef as well. This brother's got beef in the crowd. Him and Goretzka got beef in the crowd. Wow. I would never have expected Hairline to ever miss a penalty like that. He smashed it over the bar. Look at this. Bang. Oh, my days. What an awful penalty. Missed the target. That is horrendous. That is horrendous. How has he missed that? Well, game on. I mean, game is still alive, I guess. Not on, but game alive. Yeah. I guess that is justice. Sweet justice. Still 3-0 though. Exactly. Sweet justice. Here's 38 minutes. Sane. What you got? Kimmich over the bar. Over the bar. We are, I mean, at the moment, this game, it's a madness. It's absolute madness, guys. Terminator will be back. Get Chipo on the ball. Edison on fire. City there for the taking. If only Bayern could finish. This is looking like a Chelsea shooting exercise. Listen, Bayern Munich have had their chances. I agree. And it's like, you have to be clinical. When you're 3-0 down, you have no option but to be clinical. And if you miss these chances, they're not coming back from this, honestly. They need to get Thomas Müller into this game at halftime for me. They still need to score before halftime, but forget that. They need to get Müller on because they need shooters. They need proper shooters on the pitch because these guys are missing too many chances, man. You're not going to get back into this tie like that. And even if you get 3 goals, you still have extra time. So, nah, man. Bayern Munich they've not played according to plan here. The plan was to be winning by now. And now Summer's looking dodgy from distribution as well. Here's Rodri, Ake. Looking hella dodgy from distribution. Bro, Müller needs to come on, bro. 3 pens in 2 days missed. In 2 Champions League days. Well, yeah, but also just in general. I mean, we had obviously Saka at the weekend as well. Penalties, Salah the weekend before. People are missing the target more than ever from penalties. I don't know what's going on. People are missing the target, man. People are missing the target. Let's see, Benfica. City just here for vibes. You take a look at that goal. Video is not available in your location. Let's take a look at this goal from Benfica as well. 4 minutes ago. Let's see. To make it 1-1. This makes it 3-1 on aggregate. It's coming down the right hand side. It's a good cross. Good header. Good header from Benfica. Past Onana. Good finish. Very good finish. Well, let's see. They need 2 more just to be level. Yeah. I'd be surprised if City threw it away. They're in a very calm position. Here's Sané. Chops inside. Really good. Can he get up? Coman! Ederson with the fucking save again. He needed to go across the goalkeeper. Really, really did. Jeez, man. So close, but so far constantly. Can't catch a break. Big up everybody inside the building. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're not far from 48k 0.5 subscribers away from 48.5, man. It's crazy. Crazy. Gonna be on a mad milestone soon enough, it seems. Here's Upamecano on the right hand side. He's pushing, plays it into Choupo-Moting. And that'll be intercepted by Grealish, who's working hard and get back. Ederson will clear now. 3 minutes to go into half time. Man City, even though it doesn't feel like they're completely controlling everything, because Bayern Munich are getting chances and they are having opportunities that they're not taking. But Man City players, they almost feel like how Real Madrid played last night. They're such in cruise control of the tie in terms of the aggregate score, and they're just playing in first gear. And then if they need to go up a gear, I feel like Man City have got 2, 3, 4 gears to go up. Doesn't feel like they're playing at their best right now. They're in cruise control of the tie, and they're just feeling their way through the game. It feels very much like what we saw yesterday. And I wouldn't be surprised if Man City find a little goal from somewhere, you know, because we know Haaland's very clinical, and he's not going to miss the chances that Coman's missed here, Sané's missed. You know, all of these guys, Goretzka, all of these guys are missing. And it's almost a carbon copy of what happened yesterday. Almost. And that's the way I see it right now. Because I can tell City are not playing at their best, man. They're just vibing. And as a Bayern Munich fan, you'd be frustrated that not only are City just kind of going through the motions, but you have nothing to show for this first half where you've had the better chances, you've played decent, you haven't put the ball in the back of the net. So Ederson's just gone and launched it out for a throw-in. Even his goal kicks are now off. It's crazy. Crazy. No Mane, no chance. He didn't start the first leg either, did he? It was Gnabry, Coman and Sané front three. Musiala in the 10, so he wasn't even starting before the bust-up, to be honest. But it seems, according to reports, that Tuchel doesn't have Sadio Mane in his plans next season. So, yeah. I think Tuchel wants a gunman. He wants an absolute gunman. I think Bayern Munich might go in for Victor Osimhen from Napoli. I think they might go in for him, to be honest. I don't know if he'd want to go there because I know Osimhen really, really, really wants to play in the Premier League. That's one of the big things with him is he wants to play in the Premier League. So I don't know if he would go to Bayern, but I think Bayern would look at him. I think they'll take a look. I think Victor Osimhen would bang goals in the Bundesliga, to be honest. Banging a lot of goals, man. Mane to Barca. I don't know where Mane will go. Where do people think Mane will go in the chat? Just name the club. Where will Mane go this summer? Because it looks like he's definitely going to leave. Where do you think Mane will go? I can't see any top Premier League team coming in for him, to be honest. Oh, what a turn from Coman. Please make something of this young man. Left side, well done. Go on, finish. Musiala. Oh, yes. Oh, my days. I can't stand this team. They give me PTSD from my team. Oh, my God. They can't finish. These lot cannot finish. Oh, my days. These lot can't finish. Yeah, maybe to Serie A, maybe. But then again, his wages are very high. They can't finish. Oh, man, they're so annoying. They're actually so annoying. Getting into these great positions and can't shoot. What kind of foolishness? Oh. They can't ever finish their dinner. They can't finish their dinner, he's right. 2 minutes of injury time, basically half time now. Yeah, half time. This referee will blow now. There we go. Half time. Wow. I mean, I'm not sure why Bayern Munich are so toothless. I mean, they've had some opportunities, man. They've had some really, really good opportunities not taken. First, it was Sane. Then it sprinkled over to Goretzka, who decided to start hitting people in the stands. Don't know what kind of problem he's got with his own fans. Then you've got Coman, you've got Choupo-Moting, you've got Musiala. These opportunities, man, they will pay for them. They will pay that they haven't scored, and they'll pay the price of elimination from this competition, because there's no way for me I'm going to see them score 3 goals in one half after the finishing I've seen today so far from Bayern Munich. So many clear-cut opportunities, so many opportunities to put. If they had just scored one right now and they were 1-0 up at half-time, you could give them a chance. But you still only give them a chance. You wouldn't expect, but you'd give them a chance. 0-0 at half-time when they should be minimum 2-0 up. It's just it's going to be deflating for them going into the dressing room, and I just can't see them scoring 3 goals. And like I'm saying, I truly think that Manchester City are playing with the handbrake on. I really do. They're not themselves. They're very wishy-washy in this game so far. They're going through the motions. Some passes are clicking, some aren't. Bernardo Silva's played pretty well on that right-hand side. He's caused a few problems. Hairline's had his penalty that's gone ballooned over the bar. It's just not, they're not playing prime Man City. And again, I said it before the game, if they come in and slap up by a minute 3-0, I would have been worried, because there's no reason for them to be on violence. There's no need for them to be anywhere near violent today. It's a game that you just come here to Germany, you see out, you get, I think I predicted a 1-1 draw. 55% of you went with a City win. But this is one of them games for Man City. You just go with the match. You go with the flow. And if you react, if anything crazy happens, then you react accordingly. But they're 3-0 up, and they just have to just get to the end of the game and go home. You know, they're not thinking about this game right now. They're probably thinking about the Cup semi-final, and more importantly, probably the Arsenal game next Wednesday. So they've got a strong team out there, and they're just going through the motions. But Bayern Munich are the ones having the chances. They're not taking them. So Man City should really be 1-0 up, though. You missed a penalty. But I don't think it was a penalty. I don't think it was a penalty. You know, most of the people in the chat, I think, as well, kind of surprised it was a penalty. I couldn't really understand it from the referee. It looked a bit harsh. The Sharks are swimming in the chat, I see. Just 2 shots on target from Bayern Munich in the first half. Their shooting is criminal. City were like this in the first match, though. Bayern dominated possession, but City killed them. I was actually quite surprised when I saw the possession stats. But you're right, they did dominate possession in the first game. Yeah, it was a very harsh pen. I need to put some more of that shit on the chair. It feels like yesterday. Let's see. Bayern playing in there, avoiding, and they're avoiding Choupo-Moting. Yeah, I mean, has he had a shot today? Let me take a look. I don't think he has he? For all of the opportunities that they've had, I've not actually gone crazy at Choupo-Moting once for any shooting. Choupo-Moting, one shot and one on target. Okay. So he did force a save from Edison. That's a great comment. Is this the first time in a long time that there's no Messi, there's no Ronaldo, there's neither of them were obviously in these quarterfinals. It feels weird, doesn't it? There's no Mbappe. There's no Mbappe. It's really weird. Champions League this year. There's only Hairline. There's no Messi. There's no Mbappe. There's no big, massive name, really. It's mad. It's actually last year as well. Man United. So, yeah, Man United weren't in it last year. Messi got knocked out in the PSG. What round did PSG get knocked out? They got knocked out to... They beat Barcelona, didn't they? Mbappe scored away from home, no? Or am I thinking of a different year? No, I'm saying Haaland's the only big name. Haaland's the only one. There's only Hairline. There's no Mbappe. There's not many. Benzema, yeah, Benzema. To be fair, yeah. Yeah, Benzema. Mad. Absolute mad. Vinny's young. Vinny's young, but yeah, Vinny's been having a good couple of weeks, man. He's been killing people in the Champions League. Vinny, he's slapped up Trent, slapped up James, and then next will be Akanji, it seems. I don't know if Pep's going to do something different for that game, if he's going to play a 4 and stick somebody on him, or is he going to make Akanji come out and deal with him? I don't know. It'd be interesting to see if Pep overthinks it or if he tries to change what he does normally. Lukaku, I'm disregarding. He's not even starting tonight. So yeah, it's a strange one. He will play striker. Yeah, he is, but he's not on the pitch. It's Edin Dzeko, 37-year-old Edin Dzeko, and Martinez up top, ahead of big prime Lukaku in that team. Yeah, you do find that a lot. Teams that struggle in the Champions League and can't really put their foot down on the pedal and state their claim and make their mark, their territory, they tend to say the Europa League is better. It's true. Because that's their level. And until they win that competition convincingly, that is their level. Any real top Champions League team goes into the Europa League and they walk it. Some of the teams that we're seeing, they're decent teams, but they're not teams that you should be losing to, You shouldn't really be losing to those teams. So a top Champions League team, they go into the Europa League and they absolutely walk that competition. They take it out for a walk like a dog. They take it to the local park, pick up after its shit. That's what they do. They don't let a Europa League stop them from picking up a trophy. They don't do that. That's insane. So whoever's not pulling their weight over there, some people are taking that personally. Some people are taking that. Some people are not happy with that comment. What more does he have to do? Let me ask the poll. On the assumption, let's say Haaland does win the treble. Who deserves the Ballon d'Or? Let me ask this question. This is the poll. I'm going to just put Messi. I'm going to put Haaland. I'll put Mbappe. If Haaland wins the treble, who's going to get it? Haaland. If Haaland wins the treble with Manchester City, obviously Messi won the World Cup. He's going to probably, he's going to win the French league. But who deserves it? Who gets it? Because this is actually quite an interesting one. If Haaland gets a treble, he breaks the record in the Premier League for most goals scored. He might even break other records. Just in terms of, I'm trying to think for a season, who scored the most goals in a season. I mean, I know Messi, obviously, calendar year, I think it was 73. I'm trying to think in the season, what's the highest goals scored in a season, guys? Just say top 5 leagues, though. I'm sure Messi or Ronaldo claim this record in some capacity. Right now, let me just tell you, Haaland is on 47 goals this season. 47 goals this season in 40 games. 32 in the league, 11 in the Champions League, 3 in the FA Cup, 1 in the EFL Cup. 47 goals. 72 for Messi, but I don't think that was in one season. I think that was in one calendar year. So it was spread out over 2 seasons. Messi had sorry. Was it 91 in the calendar year? And it was 71 in the season. Is that what you're telling me? If that's the case, then Jesus Christ, what a freak of a footballer. Let me Google. 91 in a year. Sorry. Wow. 91 goals in a year. He got 72 in the season. 72 goal season was in 2011-12. Messi got 72 goals in all competitions. He got 50 goals in La Liga. 23 assists as well. He got 72 goals and 23 assists. He got 95 goal contributions in one season. Never mind. Never mind. Haaland ain't touching that. That is ridiculous. Yeah, nobody's beating Messi's record. That is outrageous. For some reason, I got it mixed up. I thought it was 70 in a calendar year. So maybe then 50 something in a season. So then I thought, okay, maybe Haaland. But no. Wow. 91 calendar year, 70. Wow. That is ridiculous. Whoa. Yeah. You're not beating that, man. And goal contributions, you're not beating that. Goal contributions, obviously, Haaland's got 6 assists this season. So that takes him up to 53 goal contributions this season, Haaland. Which is a lot. 53 goal contributions in one season. And the season's not over. That is absurd. Like, that is a lot for Haaland. I'm sure he leads the way this season in goal contributions in the top 5 leagues. Messi definitely isn't on that. He's on 20 goals, 18 assists, 38 goal contributions in 35 games. It's still freaky numbers, even at his age, to be doing that. To more goal contributions in games. Messi at his age is kind of nuts. But he's not leading the way on that. But yeah, that's just insane. It's actually just insane. But Messi not winning would be criminal. Messi can't perform versus Saudi Arabia. Couldn't even perform. We won the World Cup, so the World Cup is definitely chalked off the list. 113 goal contributions in a calendar year for Messi. Wow. That's mad. Mbappe's not even in the top 10 for the Ballon d'Or. Wow. Ronaldo's highest was 61. Erling can beat that. Okay. So Ronaldo's highest was 61. Is that goal contributions or just that's just goals? Guessing it's goals. It's definitely got to be goals, right? Yeah, it's going to be goals. Goals in the season, 61. That's mad. What season was that? You know, these are not normal numbers, you know. That's mad. What season was that in? 69 goal season. 2013. He got 69 goals in 2013. I want the season, though. 35 was scored in 34 away from home. 12 braces, 6 hat-tricks. Nah, I don't want that, brother. You're misconflating. Misconflating. I want the season. 61 goals in 54 games. These guys are not giving me the season. In 2011-12, Ronaldo got 60 goals for Real Madrid. I want more. I miss Mr. Champions League. You're never going to see him again, brother. He's gone. He's gone to Saudi Arabia. You're never going to see him again. So drink it in. He's gone and he's not coming back. He is not coming back. 14-15, you guys are telling me. 61 goals in all competitions in the 14-15 season. 35 in La Liga. Is that correct? No, 12. 61. Let me take a look at the statistics. 61 goals, 48 in La Liga, 10 in the Champions League, 1 in the Copa del Rey, 2 in the Super Cup. 61 goals, 23 assists, 84 goal contributions in 54 games for Cristiano Ronaldo in one season. 84 goal contributions. Oh my heavens. 84 goal contributions in one season. I need to go back and watch that season. That's mad. That's actually mad. What a nutcase. Do you know how mad you have to be to do that? Yeah, these two were top, man. These two were top. Unbelievable players. When it's all said and done, when they both retire, I'm going to enjoy looking back properly. Not shading CR7, but what is his closest to Messi's 91 calendar year? I'm genuinely curious. I'm guessing it must be this season. This was 61 goals in a season. So then whatever he did then the following season up until, well, you'd have to obviously strip off. You need to look at it differently because it's obviously just a calendar year. So I don't know how many of these goals were before and after December. And so maybe someone in the chat will let us know. I'm going to get the timer going again. What is Ronaldo's? There's got to be some Ronaldo stands in the chat. What is Ronaldo's highest calendar year goals scored to go up against Messi's 91? Let me know in the chat. You know, sometimes I just forget these figures actually happened. Because when you're watching it in real time, you're just enjoying the greatness. But then when you go back and look at the statistics, because I wasn't a stat head back then, so I was just watching the football and enjoying. I knew he was doing a madness, but I wasn't looking at the statistics and memorizing them. But now when you look back, you just think to yourself, damn. You just think to yourself, damn, man, what an insane statistic it is. The amount of goals these people scored in one season was just freaky. Haaland's got some catching up to do. Some catching up to do. All right, timer's going to be ready. I'm going to see what the chat is saying because I'm sure somebody has already got it. 69. Okay, 69 goals in a calendar year is Ronaldo's highest in 2013. Messi got 83 times, 80 plus 3 times. Wow. Is it Messi got 95, 96, and 116 goal contributions in one season? Yeah, goal contributions. That's insane. That's mad. That's a mad gap. Yeah. Not season, that's year. His best included internationals is 69 in 2013-14. Yeah, he definitely included internationals. I just want the goals for the year. Wow. Well, insane. All right, we've kicked off. Second half. Let's see if we're going to get some goals. Let's see if we're going to get some goals today. Because at the moment, Bayern Munich don't want to score goals. 45 minutes gone. Let's see. Playing it around nicely now. Here come De Bruyne to Gundogan, left side. He's going to play it to Ake now, left side. Loads of space out here for Grealish. Oh, he's kind of tripped over himself there. He's going to take his man on, Pavard. Grealish going up against him. Circulates it back to Gundogan. Now Ake again. Deflected. Big up everybody inside the building. What was the poll result? The poll, in the end, Haaland won 46%, with Messi getting 44%, was it? 44%, yeah, and Mbappe 9%. That's the votes there. It's in the chat. So Haaland just about got it ahead of Messi. It was close. That was on the basis that if Haaland wins the treble, not just right now. It was based on if Haaland wins the treble, and obviously Messi does what he's expected to do. He wins the league. He won the World Cup already. Who gets it? And that's the poll results. Somebody's telling me that Muller's in there with 66 most goals scored in a season. Bring him on. Where is Muller? Corner for Manchester City. Haaland's just bundled somebody over. It's a free kick. I just watched Haaland in that move because I was trying to see who was trying to mark him. And it's hilarious. Somebody just got dragged. Absolutely destroyed. Bayern Munich need to get a move on, man. They need to start risking it. Now we've come to the point in the game where you're 3-0 down. You need to take risks, get people forward. If you concede, so be it. You know, you don't get any prizes for getting a 0-0 at home in a 3-0 aggregate defeat. So you may as well push people forward now. Start making moves. Nice layoff. Really good play. Here's Upamecano bursting forward. Hey! He's been stopped. Here's Sane. Got too excited there. Heavy touch. Benfica, wake up. Says Don Robinho. Here we go. Left side. In there. Go on in the pocket. There's nobody there, brother. There's nobody there. Goretzka. Here's Musiala. Musiala. Plays it out. Pavard. Oh, I thought he's lining up a shot. Here's Coman. Out for a corner. Sané's going to take this corner. Ball's going to come in. Poor corner. Didn't even beat the first man. Did not even beat the first man. Here's Upamecano again. Upamecano. Back to De Ligt. Upamecano again. Back to De Ligt. 49 minutes gone. It's going to switch play. On the header. Running out of time. Bayern Munich running out of time. Oh, it was the doorbell. Food's here. Oh goodness. Bowie call here. Bowie's call is here. He's rang. He has rang the phone. De Bruyne. We have not really seen much of De Bruyne today. He's been anonymous, really. We've barely seen him. The Hakeem situation, you talking about Ziyech? There is no situation, really, to be honest. He'll be leaving into someone. That's about it. He wanted to go in January to PSG. Don't blame him. Hakimi's there. Messi, Mbappe, Neymar. He would have had a lot of fun in Paris. Here's Akanji. Here's Grealish. Here's Ake. Gundogan. Oh. Coman. Oh, Bayern Munich, he's stress. Here's Kimmich, Pavard. This team, it's like 4-play football I'm watching right now. 4-play football. Here's Coman. Pavard, drill it across. Oh, you mean Hakimi? Well, he's been accused of some madness, isn't it? So he needs to go through the courts and deal with that. It's as simple as that. Because I don't know what's happened there. Summer is going to clear. Man City playing it forward again. Grealish. Oh. Silva. Yeah, he's giving it away. I've seen this. And I was shocked. I couldn't believe Pagey Cakey was fighting against Tennessee. I don't know what's going on there. Can't believe it. I am backing Pagey, 100%, but I don't know what's going on. No idea what's going on. But yeah, I'm backing. I'm definitely backing Kate. Pagey Cakey did enough good collabs with Gecko to get my backing. Do you know what I mean? She done enough good collaborations there with Gecko to get my backing. I don't know who the hell Tennessee is, so I'm not involved. Do you know what I'm saying? Sounds like a location, so I'm not involved. Bayern playing like they're not losing. Here's Pavard. Delit. Upamecano. Bayern Munich are... They're not playing like a team that need 3 goals in the next 40... Well, sorry. The next 35 minutes. They're not playing like a team that need 3 goals. It's a great ball out to Sané. Musiala. Clipped in, headed away again. Here's De Bruyne. Grealish. Haaland's making a run. Haaland. Sommer's been very hesitant on coming off his line. Haaland should be doing a lot better there. Should again have scored. Should be 1-0 to Manchester City. I'm very surprised that Haaland hasn't bagged that. I'm very surprised. Here's Cancelo. Yeah, Haaland's finishing today. I just want a goal. Can we just get 1 goal? Haaland's missed the penalty. Missed another big chance there. I don't know what's going on. That's what I'm saying with the City team. If Haaland's not bagging his chances, you know City are off it. They're not playing at their full capacity at all. Their minds are elsewhere. They're switched off. Here's Ake. Bit of a dodgy pass from Grealish. General John Stones. Oh, it's Kimmich. Coman around the sides. Oh, wow. Right across the box. Right across the face of the box. If somebody would have been on the end of that, it's a tap in and it's 1-0 to Bayern Munich. Here's De Bruyne, 2v2. Haaland making the run. Haaland versus Upamecano. Upamecano slips. Oh my God, 1-0. Jesus Christ. This guy is so shit. He's so shit. People need to stop trying to convince me he's not. I don't care, okay? Every time I watch this guy, he does something stupid. Please, stop trying to convince me he's good. He's a bozo. He has the bozo gene. We are tired. De Bruyne, ball in behind, on the break. Hairline up against Upamecano. He's worried that he's going to have to take him on and do a couple of step-overs. Upamecano just slips instead. And bang, top corner. 1-0 to Manchester City. And Hairline has had big opportunities. He could even be on a hat-trick tonight. He really could have been on a hat-trick. Gets his goal there. Shushes the Bayern Munich fans. And that, my friends, is game over. And I don't know why Tuchel persisted with keeping this guy on the pitch, because he has let you down in the first leg and he lets you down in the second leg. And he could have been sent off if it wasn't for a slight offside. And he gave away a penalty, which I actually didn't think was a penalty. But even still, it just goes to show this guy is just on a madness in this Champions League over 2 legs. So there you have it. You've been cost again by the same player in that moment. I wonder how long he's going to stick with him. How are you falling? I don't know what's going on. Upperman cannot. Upperman cannot. His Stones. He could have had a hat-trick tonight. Like I said, Hairline could have easily had a hat-trick. But Big Steve's out there. Hugh's out there. Thabz out there. They're enjoying their night in Munich. 1-0 up. Living life. Going through to the semi-finals of the Champions League. Here's Grealish. Grealish on the left-hand side. Looking for a free kick. It's pretty cheap, but I think he's going to get it anyway. He's going to book him as well. Pavard must have known what he's doing. Let's take a look again. Grealish up against Pavard. Just sticks the leg out. Yeah. Pavard frustration. Sick of dealing with Grealish. Inter Milan are back 2-1 up. Inter Milan 2-1 up. Game over against Benfica. Wow. See who's got the goal. Lautaro Martinez. Lautaro Martinez with the second goal for Inter Milan. 2-1. Game over. That tie is done. That tie is absolutely done now. 2-1. It'll be Inter Milan versus AC Milan in the semi-finals. Martinez 61 minutes gone. Here's Grealish. Grealish left-hand side, cutting in. Going again with Haaland. Free kick probably. Referee's not gonna play on now. Yeah, cleared out. It's a corner. Both ties are over, just like last night. Ties are dead. Ties are dead, guys. Champions League finito. Absolutely finito. Wow. I wouldn't be surprised if Man City go and get another goal now, because Bayern Munich are not going to give us nothing in this game. They've come out in the second half like they're still like they're 1-1 or they're 2-1 up or they're level or whatever. They're 3-0 down on aggregate, and they just continuously keep on doing stupid shit, and it's tiring. You know, they keep missing, and do you know what? Second half, I'm not even going to give them that credit. So first half, at least they gave us the opportunity. They came with the opportunities. They came with the chances created. Second half, they've just come playing at a tempo that just tells me that they don't think they can get back into the game. Simple as that. To keep it that simple. The tempo that they came out with in the first 10 minutes of the second half tells me that they know that they're not coming back. I have to just clap back to some Lukaku praise on the TL. I had to clap back. Ake's injured. Well, I'm just seeing Coman come forward at the moment. Come back to Kimmich. Shoots from distance. Good save from Ederson. Ake is injured. It looks like he's pulling his... Oh, no! They play Arsenal next week. I don't have time for this shit. Ake, you better be all right, mate. Ake better be okay, because we ain't got time for this nonsense. It looks like Ake's done his hamstring. Ah, of course. Don't have time for this. Oh, he's finished. He is finished. Get this man off this pitch. He is absolutely finished. Go on the floor, bruv. You're finished. Come off. Substitution time for Ake. Maybe Laporte will come on. Ake. One of Manchester City's best defenders this season. He'll be coming off now. Somebody was coming at me for the Upamecano slander when the offside happened. But seems like we've now all come to our senses. He's washed. It's a great finish from Haaland. Hamstring, the luck Arsenal are getting. Give him all the drugs. City need another injury to even it up. Arsenal fans are celebrating Ake's injury in the chat. It's a bit mad. Upper the mechanic. Bernardo versus Saka. Arsenal getting lucky again with injury and suspension to their opponents. Bernardo Silva, left back, we move. They don't need Ake to beat Arsenal. Ake's massive. He's been brilliant this season. And Saka's on that side. So, I mean, Saka's been dropping off the last couple of games. But, you know, you don't want to push your luck with Saka, because he's a very, very, very... very good player. 66 minutes gone. Bayern Munich, just, I don't know what they're even out here doing now. Game's basically over, winding down. The time is just going now. They've got 25 minutes left. Here's Musiala. Good save from Edison. Choupo-Moting again, chance. Not taken. They should just forfeit. Takes a day off every week. Here's Grealish. Left-hand side. Chops it inside now. Gundogan free kick. Upamecano foul. And he needs to be careful, Upamecano, because he's on a yellow card. He's on a yellow card. I could see a second booking if he's not careful. Just to... Laporte came on. Yeah, Laporte came on for Ake at left back. He's going to switch to play now. Don't know. Is that Davis? Yeah, Davies has touched that. Davis, come on. This chat isn't spicy, so I'm going to mention Luis Garcia. That is devilish from you. Absolutely devilish. Somebody just thrown in 3 goal stamps for Bayern Munich. Even if they got 3 goals, they still need more because they're 4-0 down, brother. So you're going to need to give us 4 times for Bayern Munich because the 3 goal stamps that you put in is not enough to send them through. They need to score 4. Someone said, "Who is Luis Garcia?" Who? I don't even know who. Yeah, exactly. Facts. Who the hell is Luis Garcia anyway? No one knows that guy. No one knows that brother, man. That's the guy that sold me tapas when I was in Barcelona last year, man. Nobody knows him. Nobody knows that guy. Oh, here we go. They're coming forward. Rodri switches the play. Akanji. Bernardo Silva. Yeah, asthma pump. You're young, bro, so you don't even know who Luis Garcia is, brother. You're young. Luis Garcia is the Spanish cheating striker that scored for Liverpool against Chelsea. To be fair, it wasn't him. It was the referees that got it wrong. Oh, we're not talking about the Leeds manager, are we? I thought we was talking about Liverpool striker. I don't know who that brother is. Ghost goal. Yeah, ghost goal. Probably not. No, he probably wasn't born then. Let it go. I will never let it go. It will stay with me for the rest of my life. Here's Koeman to Pavard. Musiala cutting inside. Oh my days, this team will never score a goal. I feel like I'm watching Chelsea, but in red. These guys will never score a goal. I'm telling you, they just do not have it up top. Mane's come on. I'm guessing Sane's off because they can't have them both on the same pitch together. Did he take off Sane for Mane? Did they both have to shake hands when he came off? Did they both have to like exchange handshakes and stuff? Exchange gratitude. It's Javi Garcia, not this. Okay. That's Mr. Haaland to you. Fair enough. Yeah, they're not trying, man. Same as yesterday. They did. Oh, that's weird. That is weird. That is hilarious. I bet Twitter have already got a picture of that to throw up on the TL somewhere. I need to see that picture. It was a one-hand high five. Big up who you got. Who you going for, Madrid or City? I am going to go for... I'm going to go for a Man City on 2 legs. Yeah, I'm going to go for Man City. I will be screaming Ala Madrid at the top of my lungs. I'll be screaming Ala Madrid, but I think City are going to win. Here's Mane. They're trying to find a way through. It's being dispossessed. Here's Gundogan. Plays it in behind. Wrong side of Upamecano for Haaland. 20 minutes to go. 3-1 to Inter. Wow. Got ourselves as game over. What are Benfica really doing? Mad. Let's see. Benfica are bums. Somebody's saying. That's rude. He was on the pitch for 2 minutes. Who? I'll be happy for... Nah, I don't want him to win it. I'm just going through that Inter Milan team on the screen. I'm not really connected to any of them, man. I need to see AC Milan beat them in the semi-final. I will be for AC Milan. Tomori, Giroud, those are my man there. Even Leao, fuck it. Let's go for it. Yeah, AC Milan for the win, man. I'll be back in AC Milan against Inter, 100%. I'm not underestimating Real Madrid, but somebody's got to lose and somebody's got to win. I'm just giving a prediction. But listen, you heard me already. I will be screaming Ala Madrid at the top of my lungs. I want AC Milan to win. They've got more heritage anyway, to be honest. Let's be real. They've won the Champions League more times. They've got more heritage. AC Milan to win. Big Mike. Big Mike. Big Mike to handle big business. The goal came from Carrera. Big Mike to handle big business. That's what I'm here for. Tomori, Giroud, I'll be happy. More than you're coming with. I don't want to jinx you, but I'm just saying. AC versus Madrid final will slap. 100% offside. Offside. Yeah. Grealish. Don't know what that was, that touch. He's got that very wrong. He's going to work his ass off now to try and get the ball back. Pavard. Upamecano. Just puts his hand up, apologizes for giving the ball away. Grealish is working his ass off for this City team. That is the sign of a player that is very motivated to win the Champions League and win the Premier League right now and be a big part of it as well. Oh, it's offside. Offside. Not going to count. Goals offside. Mane going to go punch up the referee. Yeah. Didn't look offside. I'm taking a look at the replay. It is offside. It is Coman on the right side. That's offside there. Not anybody else, just Coman. Coman's offside on the right flank. Definitely offside. 15 minutes to go. But yeah, he's definitely offside. Milan derby. Milan derby. We're just one subscriber away from 48.5. This is a madness. It's a madness. I still remember my first 100 subscribers. I really do. I remember setting it up. I remember setting up the channel. I remember going on my Twitter burner account, which I don't have anymore. And bigging up the first 100 subscribers. We've come a long way. We've come a long way, man. What a community. What a capacity. We have the facilities. Crazy. Diaz sat down. Let's see now. Set piece. Mane. Left-hand side now. Davies. Ooh. Out for a corner. So Bayern Munich just playing for pride right now in front of their home fans. If they can get a goal, just so we can see another goal, that would be great in this game. I love the way that, look at them flags still flying, man. The atmosphere probably still fairly decent, even though they're losing 4-0 on aggregate. I don't know. I'm just assuming. Whenever I see flags being flown, I always assume the atmosphere is rocking. Probably a silly assumption to make. You probably just have to fly the flags regardless because they're so big. Do you know what I mean? Stanisic is coming on for Pavard. Is there singing going on? I don't know. I think they're just flying the flags regardless. I don't think there's any singing going on. Yes, offside. As you can see there, Coman, his whole head is offside. Yeah. These replays are so long off the line. Into what the fuck? Bayern with robbery was the best. Ribery. You mean Ribery? Oh, robbery. Sorry, I've just clocked you. Yeah, no, that was a great partnership. That was a great partnership. Ribery. I feel like Ribery doesn't get enough respect. Everybody talks about Robben, but nobody talks about Ribery. And I don't know why, because Ribery was one hell of a winger. He was unbelievable on that left flank. It's a partnership. It was a duo. But it always seems when people look back, they always talk about Robben. They don't talk about Ribery. And I don't get it. Ribery slept on. Absolutely slept on. Nobody talks about him. So slept on. Robbery is the goated winger duo. Appreciate it, brother. Ribery is so underrated. So underrated. Never spoken about. Yeah, both of them were world class. But like Ribery doesn't talk about Ribery. Even at Fiorentina, Ribery done a job. Yes, Miz. I'm gonna take you up on that offer. That sounds good. I'm gonna take you up on that. Sounds good. I'm not missing the Champions League. I'll still be covering them next season. I'm not gonna lie. I've qualified. This channel, I can confirm, this channel has qualified for Champions League football next season, people. We will be covering Champions League football next season. My club, I don't know about them, man. They might not have qualified, but this channel has qualified for Champions League football next season. We have put the work in. We have accumulated the points. We have gained enough subscribers. We have put out enough good content, I feel. We have qualified for the Champions League. I think we've had a great year. We've had a great season. We've been consistent. We've been here no matter what. The weekly shows have been weekly. The watch-alongs have been watching. You know, we don't miss. We haven't missed, you know. So I feel like we're definitely qualifying. We're qualifying. I don't know about the other man. I don't know about them other man. Oh my. I don't know about them other man. They're looking for a penalty on maybe Mane handball on a Kanji, but it's such close range. I wouldn't say that's a penalty. I think it's too close. And his hand is not in an unnatural position either. So I wouldn't say that can really be a penalty. Unless, oh wait. Benfica have scored. It's Antonio Silva to make it 3-2. I did feel like there would be goals in that game. 3-2. Antonio Silva with the goal. It's a pen. This referee's lost his mind. How is that a penalty? Nah, this referee's lost his mind. How is he given a penalty for that? How? This referee's gone mad. Nah, referee's gone mad. Both the penalties don't make sense. But I think he gave a stupid penalty earlier, so now he's given another stupid penalty to just balance it out. Maybe. But they didn't score the stupid penalty, so I don't know. That's a mad one. He's given the penalty. This referee's gone mad. This referee's gone mad. I don't get it. He's given the penalty. I really don't understand that, to be honest. I really don't understand that. Akanji's so confused. Diaz is not happy. I don't understand where he wants Akanji to put his arm. You know, is Akanji's arm meant to just disappear into his body? Is Akanji's arm meant to go inside his body? I don't understand. Kimmich is going to take it, I think. Yeah, it's Kimmich. It's just going to be a consolation, if anything. It's not going to mean much or anything in the grand scheme, unfortunately. If you want to catch me for post match thoughts and Champions League quarterfinal roundup, I'll be on a BR Football app, like I was last week there. And that's in. 1-1. I'll be on the BR Football app for a little half an hour stream. That is a convincing penalty down the middle. I don't understand what's going on. I really don't understand what this referee is doing. Wow. 1-1. 1-1. Grealish boots it away. Is he going to book him? He's going to book him. Grealish gets booked. Oh, my days. I thought he would get booked. Alvarez comes on for Hairline. Yeah, Alvarez is on for the last 7 minutes, 6 minutes. He's booked him. He's booked Grealish for kicking the ball away. Grealish still working his socks off even in the 84th minute. Just look at the pressing. Look at the pressing. Working hard. Oh, sorry, that was Alvarez. Here comes Davies. Wow, look at the pace. Oh, my God. This guy's like a train. Shot coming in. Ah, over the bar. Great chance. Davies is quick, man. Davies went Mbappe mode. That brother's rapid. He's quick. Did you see that speed? Nah, man. The way he left him behind was scary. Very, very scary. That was mad. Ederson's kicking tonight's been very off. He keeps kicking out of play. I don't know why. His kicking's way off today, Ederson. Way off. It's like the second or third time he's kicked it out of play. I don't know what he's smoking. 5 minutes to go. Upamecano plays it. Nice little flick there. Coman trying to get around the outside. Free kick. Yellow card. Referee's just giving yellow cards now. Giving yellow cards. Diaz now. Sorry, Laporte. Yeah, Laporte on the booking. So, yeah, it's definitely a yellow, to be fair. Oh, my days. He's completely tackled him. Like he's just done a madness on him there. Tuchel's not happy. And now Tuchel has been sent off. Fuck me, this is a game, innit? Look at the cards. Look at the cards that are being dealt. Tuchel's sent off for... This referee loves the cards, doesn't he? Wow. Sent off. This referee just said, "Bun it, I'm slapping out cards." Referee is slapping out cards like nothing. This is insane. He's just throwing cards out there. Here's De Bruyne. De Bruyne on the counter. Grealish. Grealish versus Davies. Look at the speed. I am speed. Brother, that guy is ridiculously quick. Whoa, he is fast. I'd love to see him, Mbappe, and Mudryk in a race. I'm not gonna lie, that brother is quick. Yeah, he's quick. Here's Grealish. 1-2. Grealish again. Going up against Upamecano and Slanic. Oh, lovely play from Grealish. Wonderful football. Oh, that's beautiful. That's absolutely sensational from Grealish. Oh, that's absolutely... Oh, free kick. Nah, Grealish, fair enough, you know. That was really good football. That was really, really good football. He twisted them up. He twisted them all up. He twisted everybody up. Wow. That was really good. That was really good play. That was great play. Referee's just bored. Referee's just bored. It's what I'll be talking about and mentioning. This referee's just moving like a madman. Absolute madman. He's just bored out of his brain cells. Just giving away bookings like there's no tomorrow. Just trying to entertain himself. Kevin De Bruyne's coming off. Surprised Pep is not taking these players off earlier, but maybe he's going to rest on Saturday anyway. But he's taking Kevin De Bruyne off for Kyle Walker. So it's a back four now. Back four. So Ake obviously went out injured. So Laporte will go to left back. Diaz in the middle with Akanji. Kyle Walker on the right back position. Stones just staying in midfield. Basically a 4-3-3. Here's Gundogan. Takes it short to Grealish. Going to go to the corner. Still 2 minutes left. Wins the throw in. Grealish is a very tidy player, man. Great ball retention. Really, really good tidy player, man. Very good footballer. Here's Grealish. Grealish. Slip. Couple minutes to go. 3-3. Trying to tell me Benfica has scored again. It's not going to mean anything apart from what it's been a fantastic game, to be fair to them. 3-3. Goals come from Musa. Wow. Played out a touch there. (5-3) on aggregate. Inter Milan got bored. It's over anyway. Yeah, too little, too late, unfortunately. Oh, it's been a good game. Well, I'm talking more about the opportunities in the first half. Second half's been a little bit predictable, obviously. 5 minutes of added on time. 5 minutes of added on time. Here we go. Such a bad pass in the end. Here's Goretzka. Here's De Ligt. Here we have Mane. Bayern Munich just keeping the ball inside City's half. 2 minutes to go. Pretty much game over now. It is game over. It's been a very it's been a comfortable day. In fact, this is going to be bang on prediction for me. Predicted 1-1 before kickoff. I predicted, I think, 2-1 to Benfica. Ended up being 3-3. I don't know what's gone on over there. But yeah, we got the draw right on this one, 1-1. And all comes down to not taking your chances in the first half in the end. Here's Walker. And that is a big, big miss from Mane. How has he missed that? Or is he saying, well, I need to see that again. I need to see that again. I don't know what's happened there. Looks like he's missed a target. Looks like he's missed a target. Upamecano Carlo is like the little sibling you lie to, but still say you are disappointed. Couple minutes, 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Two minutes left. 2 minutes left, guys. Ball's out wide now. Look at Tuchel, man. Yeah, he's just sitting behind the railing, just traumatized from this Man City beatdown. Man's in the naughty step. They got Tuchel in the naughty step. Here's Coman. Davies. Oh, dearie me. Here's Grealish. Nice little clip over the top. Are they going to go and get another goal? Laporte. Here's Grealish. Not in his stride. He wanted it down the line. He wanted it down the line, Grealish. Blow the whistle. It's a wraps. Full-time whistle blows, guys. Make sure subscribe if you're new. It's been a great show. Loads of goals today. Loads of goals, but the two teams that we expected to go through in the end went through. It was predictable, especially this game because Bayern didn't take their chances. They had their chances. They didn't take them. All of them in the first half. Second half, it was a walk in the park for Man City. I don't really know why Bayern Munich even came out for the second half, to be honest. Both teams got undeserved penalties. And that's about that. We got the semi-finals next. We know who's playing. We got Real Madrid versus Manchester City, and we got Inter Milan versus AC Milan. So it's gonna be interesting. But until then, big up your damn selves, smash up the likes, and I will see you guys tomorrow for some more content. Obviously, Manchester United play Sevilla, and I'll decide on that second game. Maybe we'll just not do the same as well. We'll see. I'll take a look at what we're looking at, but we definitely covering Man United versus Sevilla. So we go from there. All right. Until then, big up your damn selves. In a bit, people. Peace. Perfect.